Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penja and welcome back to Academia School Simulator, where of course we are back at the very lovely Cupboard College, and last time out we spent a bit of time making sure that our staff felt a little bit more comfortable around the school. So up here in this corner you can see the staff now have their very own staff toilet, so no students allowed in here. It's a staff only toilet, which is very luxurious apart from that sink which is falling apart. We'll get that fixed. So they no longer have to share a toilet with the students, because I imagine this toilet here shared by, 98-ish students, and of course all the other staff as well. I imagine that got into a bit of a state. That's not going to be overly pleasant. So up here, I'd like to think the staff would take care of this toilet there a little bit better. You know, it's their own toilet. I'd like to think it would be a little bit cleaner and a little bit more sort of pleasant to go to than this one here. So they've got that. Hopefully that will keep their morale up. And they have their own cafeteria as well just here. So they no longer have to go into the main cafeteria and eat their food with the students. Good grief, no, they can go here away from the students. So they're kind of quite distant from the students now. They don't need to share a toilet, they don't share a cafeteria, they just teach them and that's it. That's the only time they see the students. And of course they've got their lounges and faculty lounges over here and stuff. So the staff are being pretty well looked after. So hopefully that will increase their morale and make them teach better and what have you. And we do have a new member of staff. We have Hector down here. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he joined last time and he has proved his worth already. I think we saw at least a couple of delinquents get sort of, sorted out by his methods, and therefore they were behaving properly afterwards. They lost their delinquency trait, which is pretty good. So well done, Hector. And we have also put plans in to redesign this over here. So this is going to be a great big building which is going to have many library zones in here. That's what these sort of dotted areas are. We've also got some space down here for a couple more rooms, a new way into the school. That is the plan for down here, so you don't have to go in just through this door. There can be another way in just here because there's no rules as to having one door. You can have many doors in, so we can have a door just here as well. And then we've got some classrooms up here which we have yet to build because we ran out of the monies. So yeah, we haven't actually got any students moving into these, but at some point we will. We'll get all these sorted out, we'll put flooring in, we'll get all the seats and what have you, and then the new sort of new load of students can come into these classrooms when we start the next year. But as you can see up here, it's year 3, day 1, and we did finish year 2 last time. We got ourselves a 91% pass rate, which I think is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We were 721st in the school rankings out of 1,000, so we went up. I can't remember what we went up, but we did go up the rankings a little bit. And this year, because it's day 1 of year 3, we've only got a couple of extra students. So we've gone from 96 to 98 students. I think year 3 and 4 have got 25 students in each. I think they're the ones which have been held back because they failed their sort of exams the previous year or whatever. So that's not so bad. So we've got 24 I'm going to call them year 1s. What are the year 1s called? So this is an American system. We don't have these. So it's 24 freshmen, 24 sophomores, that's the 2, 25 juniors and 25 seniors. That's what we've got there. So a total of 98 students. And we do have some extra desks, but yeah, we don't need those, but there are extras just in case we do need them. And yeah, we are ready to go. So the first thing I want to do, I want to kind of get this outside bit sorted out now. So what we are going to do is current research. We've got ourselves 23.5 grand. So I think we can treat ourselves a little bit to some of these nice things here. We can have a little look at getting ourselves not things that are linked to the to-do list. I want this. I want landscape architect and I want fancy fencing because I want to build the fancy fence. So let's get landscape architect in. So here we go. That can now come in and we can start working on that. It's only a couple of hours. To get that in. That's quite nice. And then also we'll get the fancy fencing, and then we can sort out the fence that's going to go across here. Because at the moment there's sort of 3 squares of fence, which is a little bit strange. So 3 squares of fence. So we could get all that in. That will then stop this happening. That will stop the students running across the mud, bringing the mud into the school, making the school all dirty before we've even started. They're not even in their first sort of lesson, and they've already dragged loads of mud into the school. So yeah, we're going to get the fencing done. Right, fancy fencing research is available. Do it now, please. 2 hours until that's done. That's not very long at all. Well, it doesn't move while we're sort of in this screen, does it? What could we have a look at as well? Now, what does that do? Outlet store, buying directly from the manufacturer gets you a discount. All objects cost 10% less. Now, I think it might be worth getting that in sooner rather than later. 5 hours, not really bothered about how long it takes, it costs 9 grand. But if we get that in soon, the earlier we get that in, every object is going to cost 10% less. And we buy a heck of a lot of objects. When you build a classroom, you put in loads of chairs, you put in the board at the front, you put in the teacher chairs, then you put things in the corridors as well, so the plants and the bins and all that kind of stuff. So a 9 grand outlay is big now, but I think we'll save money in the long run. Of course, the earlier we do it, the sooner we start saving 10% on all our items. So it might be worth doing that at some point. I mean, is there anything else that we would like to treat ourselves to? Dishwashing Mastery. Why would we not want our cooks to become masters of the dishwashing? So we could get a few little things like that. Because this year, we're not going to do too much stuff. Year 3 is just going to be a year of building this up here, so making sure we've got classrooms here, and maybe trying to sort out this bit here. And of course, getting this fence in, because that's very important to stop the students traipsing along the mud. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll maybe treat ourselves to some nice upgrades through the research there. But the fencing is almost done. Okay, right, there we go. And we've got ourselves some fancy fencing. While we're here, let's just get Dishwashing Mastery. We might as well. Just get that done. It's absolutely fine. It's 1,000. It's not that much. We earn currently 3,200 a day. That sort of changes depending on how much food we're buying. Okay, right. Let's pause time for a second. Let's have a look at the fancy fences. So what fence would we like? So we've got fence, got stone fence, got a chain link fence. That looks a little bit kind of like a prison. We won't go for that one. A goth fence, a fancy fence, wood fence, a fence door, and a double fence door. Okay. I'm thinking either the stone fence, because this side of the school has got that nice stone building and it might look quite good with the aesthetic, you know, sort of stone walls and a stone fence, or the fancy fence. I mean, there's nothing to say we have to have one type of fence. Why can't we have the stone fence over there and then a fancy fence over this side? I think that's what we will do. So let's get rid of this. So we'll sell that bit of fence and that bit there and that bit there. Hopefully our builders are not doing anything else, so they can rush down and remove those. There we go. Well done. Right, and then we shall get in the stone fence and we shall put that over there. Have we got any other fancy doors? I'd love some proper sort of outside doors. So we've got ourselves this lovely stone fence, and then our sort of door options in the fences are a fence door or a double fence door. Why can't we have a lovely stone door that goes with this rather than a metal door? But okay, it's fine. Right, we'll have that there. That's 2,400 monies. Fencing is expensive. Right, that across there, that across there, and that all the way across there. We have just spent quite a lot of money on fencing, and then we want to make sure that we get walls. Let's go for the stone wall, and we will just put a wall across there for now. So that will sort that out. So hopefully, if the builders actually get on with it, oh, there we go. Dishwashing Mastery is complete. So they will run along, build all this stuff. I'll take some of those bushes out, which is good. Bushes get us a little bit of money back, and then they'll put the fences in first, I imagine. And then if they build those stone walls just there next, before rushing off for their lunch or whatever, there we go. So now the students can't take a shortcut across there. They're just not allowed, which is brilliant. So there we go. So that might help a little bit. We've still got 19 grand. Let's have a look at what else we can research. What is going to be useful? Leftovers is heating yesterday's leftover lunch. Increase food production by 100%. Now that could be quite handy, because we pay quite a lot for our food because of our principal. He's whatever it's called, Dr. D. Hauser. He likes the organic stuff. He likes fancy, super healthy organic food. So it might be worth getting that in to then increase food production by 100%, which means we buy in less food because we're able to reheat yesterday's leftover food. And, you know, I don't know what they do with it. Put some salad on top of it and pretend it's another entirely different meal. I'm not sure. So I think we could go for that. That could save us a bit of money, but I am still tempted by the outlet store. Is there anything else we really need? Is there anything else I'm looking at that we should look at and go, ah, yes, that would be brilliant? Let's just have a little look through just to see if anything really jumps out that's obvious. There are quite a few things, actually. I mean, we could go for faster teachers. I imagine that means they get to their classrooms quicker and they can get to their rest areas quicker and, you know, get their sort of stamina back or whatever. That's only 2 grand. It might be worth getting that in as well. Let's get that now. Let's speed up our teachers. I mean, I don't know how we do that. I don't know how in 2 hours we acquire faster teachers. I mean, do we just strap, I don't know, like, roller skates to their feet or something like that? I'm not entirely sure how that works, but there we go. So we'll get faster teachers. And then I think, hang on, let's slow time down. What of these have we got? What grants do we have left? So we don't want to accept any troublesome students because we haven't got room. Discovering history is build an AV room. And yes, we were thinking of putting an AV room somewhere over here. Can we put it up here somewhere? Because I think the plan for here, we're going to have, this was going to be the big library. And just here was going to be a toilet, because there's not really a toilet over this side of the room yet. So if you're just here, if you're sat here doing some learning, you need the loo, you have to walk all the way over here, which is not brilliant. So yeah, we could put a toilet down here. And then what was this going to be? This could have been a common area. It could also be an AV room. It would make sense for an AV room being attached to a library. I'm not sure. But we could always put, an AV room just sort of tacked onto the side of here and then have sort of the path, the outside bit going up that way. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be all symmetrical in a line anymore. We've got freedom. We don't have to make it all symmetrical. So yeah, maybe we tack an AV room onto just there and then we sort of just expand this bit up a bit. And then, I don't know, we could have a door going in from the outside as well. And then a door from the library into the AV room. And that would get us £3,000 advance, £2,000 completion bonus. We get £5,000 for that in total. We've already done the research. So that wouldn't be so bad. Lawyering, not bothered. Maintenance workers, what's that? Worker routing. Create 2 worker routes and assign 1 worker to each route. Faster teachers. The teachers have just become immediately faster, which is very good. And the vice principal's not bothered right now. And then a swimming pool. Yeah, none of these are really, they're not really jumping out at me like, yes, this is a really good thing you must do. Maybe this one. Let's go for this. Let's get the £3,000 advance. Thank you very much for that. And then I think what we'll do is we will then go and get this done. Let's get the outlet store research done. Because as soon as we start building something, if we were to build the AV room, that's going to have seats in it. So we can save ourselves 10% on every single seat we put down in that room. So let's do that research. That's going to take a little while to get complete. So yeah, it's not going to be complete anytime soon. So how about then we look at sorting out where that room's going to go? We could put it here. How big does an AV room need to be? We've never put one of these in because this is a shiny new thing that academia has given us. I don't think we've ever built one of these before. Hang on a minute. That's falling apart. Hang on. Out of that. Do not fall apart, refrigerator. Please stay in one piece. Oh, you need to do that as well. Is there anything else falling apart? That's falling apart. Goodness me. Okay. Anything else? Everything else is looking pretty sturdy. Yeah. Okay. Right. Nothing else is falling apart. So yeah, I don't know how big they need to be. I'm not entirely sure how big an AV room needs to be. Let's pause it for a second. What does it need? Teacher's table, at least 10 chairs. Well, we shall put 26 chairs in or whatever. A cabinet, a TV, and it has to be indoors. So suggested size, 11 by 5 tiles. Good grief. Okay, so if we were to put one here, so let's say there would be a wall coming along here, level with that one there. So the wall could come out. So this would be where it's going to get zoned. So if we say... 11 takes it to there, which means we'll have a little bit of a corridor coming up from here sort of way. So if we said 11 by, let's make it a bit bigger, 11 by 6, possibly. Yeah, how big are these things going to be? So if we say yes, we'll put that in there. Actually, let's make it a bit bigger. 11 by 7 AV room. Then we're going to have walls going around the edge. So can we fit a teacher's table, all the chairs, a cabinet, a TV into that room? Shall we have a little look? Oh no, hang on. We don't want to do it right now. Let's wait until the outlet store research is done and then we'll start dropping objects down. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, but yeah, that's the plan. That could fit there quite nicely. Have a door just here going into the AV room and a door from the library, which might not be ideal because we're going to have to traipse through a library zone. That's probably fine. There'll be a door here anyway, so they can come through. And we could add some more things here. If that's going to be a kind of path going up that way, we could add some more rooms along this side in the long run. Maybe not right now, but we could do in the long run. Maybe put another AV room in. Good grief. Okay, yeah, that's the plan. That's a plan. But right, first things first, let's get outlet store research done, and then we can start dropping things in, and everything will be a little bit cheaper. Okay, so it's about 8:15 in the morning of day 2, and the outlet store research is done. It has opened up water rationing and electricity rationing, which saves us 20% on water and electricity, obviously. But then, I think that's been in it before, but then after that, we then get to look at these exciting things, which we have not seen in academia. Last time we played, these were not here. This is a water pump, which is a small savings on water by using water pumps. So yeah, we provide our own water. And the water is very, very expensive in academia. A massive load of our outgoings does go on water. So I'm thinking maybe trying to get down this route to save us some money is going to be a very good thing. And then a motorised water pump, big savings on water by using motorised water pumps. Now, of course, we have to put these somewhere. It's not like, yeah, they're just a thing that give us money. We have to build a motorised water pump, and that will provide us a lot of water that we can use. We don't have to buy it in or whatever. But yeah, it costs $5,000 to research, of course, and the $2,500 to get that in, and the $7,000 to get that in. So all these 3 things will save us money in the long run once we've got stuff deployed, but it's going to cost quite a lot to get done right now. And it's the same for the electric, the solar panels and the wind turbines. I imagine they are pretty much exactly the same thing, but for electric, and they are for water. Okay, so yeah, they would be good to get in. I'm just sort of thinking about cutting costs, really. Just cutting costs, making things a little bit better for us. Okay, right, let's not do anything with that now. So let's pause time. Right, AV room. Can we fit all of these things in? Okay, so what do we have to put in then? So we need, what are our classrooms again? They got 26 chairs in now. Hang on, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 40, maths with pen. 20, 26. Yes, okay, so can we have, no, not whoa. I forget there's a search thing in there now. Can we have 26 chairs in the AV room and have everything else as well? So if we put the door somewhere along here, they'll come into here, say. So the teacher table, now in an AV room, does the teacher table need to be at the front or the back? I don't know. So a TV, if it's an AV room, you're going to want to sit and watch the telly. So I'd imagine that's going to probably go there. That's going to sit just there, and it's 270. So I imagine that would have been 300 before. So we've just saved 30 precious monies, which is welcome. A cabinet we could put, I don't know, along there. We could even put 2 cabinets in because we're exciting and extravagant like that. And then a teacher table, maybe the teacher table should go at the front so they can actually sit and make sure that people are looking at the screen and paying attention. And then it's just chairs. It's not even the sort of the learning chairs. It is just regular chairs. So we need 26 of those. Well, that's 30. That's 24. That's 28 there. So we could, in theory, make this room a bit smaller. I think we could have that going to there. So that's 28 chairs. I'm not bothered about the extra 2. That's fine. And then how about then, get rid of that teacher table. Put the teacher table, rotate it round a bit, just there, like so. And then we've got a bit of a gap here. So that's where they can walk in. Bit of walking in room, they can walk in, sit down in the AV room, and then that does not have to be the AV room. That top line, we can sort of shrink it down a bit. So how about we remove, can we shrink the zone down? I don't think we can. Then we just have to remove the zone and go AV room like that, which is, what size is that? 11 by 6. Okay, now it could be 11 by 5, but the door would open out straight into the AV room and it might look a little bit busy. So I quite like the fact there's like sort of a gap on that side and a gap on that side. Give the students a little bit of space in there. So, okay, I'm quite happy with that. So now we just need to get the walls and such like done. So the stone walls, it's going to be over this bit. So right, so that to there, that to there, that to there. Of course, that does need to come down. Let's bring that wall down to there, actually, whilst we're here, whilst we're spending a bit of money. And doors, we'll have a door just going in, I don't know, just there. Why not? That'll do. And, of course, yeah, when that's all in, we then need some floors and stuff. Can we put something else in here? Can we put some other, objects? Some other bits and bobs in here, like a clock or something. That might be quite nice. On windows. How about we put some windows in? Oh, it doesn't let us do it just yet because there's not a wall. There's not a wall for the window to go on. Right, hang on. Right, let's let them build this first, and then we'll add windows and clocks and all other exciting things. Oh, there we go. It's done. I was looking at something else, but there we go. So they finished on the AV room. It's obviously not complete because there is no floor, and we know that that's a bad thing. We've had enough of that at Cupboard College. That leaves us with just over 10.5 grand. So with the money we got paid for completing the grant, 10.5 grand. So yeah, we'll put in, I think, a couple of windows would probably be quite a nice thing for this room. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very dark. And then maybe a window for the staff cafeteria. There's only one door to the staff cafeteria, just there. Maybe we should add another door. We should put another door in. And we'll have a window just there for the staff cafeteria as well, because, we want to let some light in. And then I think here might be quite good as well, to let some light in. So the cafeteria is going to be a little bit dingy at the minute. So we'll add ourselves, I know it's expensive. The windows are quite costly. So we'll leave a gap of, say, a couple like that, 1, 2, and then put one there. And that lets some light in. So the cafeteria is not just entirely lit by, bulbs or whatever. It's actually got some natural light coming in, which is nice. That'll do for the staff one. I think they've got a couple of windows. So that's not so bad. Okay, and then let's put a clock in here as well. A clock that people can look at while they're watching whatever tedious video they've been forced to watch. They can all look up at the clock and think, oh no, only 2 minutes has gone by and I'm nearly falling asleep. We've all been there. We've all done that. Is there anything else we want to put in here? Do you know what? How about a little plant in that corner just there? That might be quite nice. That might help. And then do you want to put a trash can in the corner? Probably not a bad idea. Just pop one into that corner, maybe. Are they going to have any trash in the AV room? Probably not, actually. Probably not, I wouldn't have thought. Okay, so there we go. So now we just need some flooring. Okay, floors. What kind of floors would you have in an AV room? I don't know, red. Why not? That'll do. Red floors. There we go. Okay, right. Get the builder people back in. They can start working on this. Oh, they're going to work on all the windows and stuff as well. Of course they are. Okay, that's fine. The clinic bed is broken. Crikey, what was going on in the bed? Okay, right, repair the bed. It's cost us a little bit more because, it's broken rather than just a bit, like that look. If it's almost broken, it's not so bad. If it actually breaks, I think we pay pretty much the full price for repairing it, which is a bit of a shame. But never mind, there we go. That does lead us on to possibly, where was that? Maintenance workers. Research worker routing and create 2 worker routes and assign 1 worker to each route. We've got 3 workers at the moment that run around and build all the stuff. That's probably okay. We could have 2 because we don't build that much stuff in one go anymore. I mean, there's only 1 worker just here, merrily working away on the flooring of the AV room. So it's not so bad. The kids are in. The kids are in the terrible, horrible, non-floored room. What are you grumpy about? You're watching a documentary, but you're sad about something. You were grumpy. You had a thing over your head. What was that? Hang on. What is that? What does that mean? I don't know what that icon means. There's no teacher. I mean, there isn't a teacher. That's absolutely right. There is no teacher in this room. There you go. Thank you for turning up, sir. Good job. Well done. Oh look, they went and got a video. They went and got a VCR, as your parents' kids, and put it into there, and they're learning about Aztecs, I guess, by the look of it. Okay, right, there we go. Right, so yeah, we've got 3 builders doing their thing. If we look in here, we could complete this. Research worker routing, 2 worker routes, 1 worker to each route. We could have a worker wandering around this building, just repairing stuff. And then we could have a worker wandering around this building eventually when we get there, repairing all the stuff over here. So we need to hire an extra worker, have 1 routed over there, 1 routed over here, which we could then remove the route, just so we make sure we get this grant. I think we'll do that. Let's get that. And then we'll have ourselves worker priorities. Thank you very much, which is what we need. And then, we'll just hire an extra worker because we have the money. We have the capacity for it. It gets us a bit of extra prestige. That's always quite a good thing. How is that room looking now? That's looking a lot better. There we go. So lovely. So the teacher at the front, they're all really excited watching whatever the thing is they're watching. Okay, right, that's good. Okay, let's get the worker priority thing done, and then we'll hire another worker. Okay, so the research is done. So now I think let's hire ourselves an extra worker. So that leaves 3 workers that can roam around and do all the building that we asked them to do. And then the 1 worker can just roam around a gigantic route that just takes them round every single bit of this building. But that's going to be their only job. Wander about and find broken things and make them not broken anymore. That's what they're going to be doing. So let's hire ourselves another worker. So yes, we got rid of a few of these a while back, but now we're getting another one in. So hello, welcome back, whoever you might be. Who are you? You're Brianne Twiddy. And the first thing you're going to do is going to get some coffee. Really? That's not making a good first impression, is it? The first thing you do is you come in and you don't go, right, what shall I do? What do you want me to build? Shall I repair something? It's like, no, I need coffee. Come on now. Really? So now, let us do a worker route. Can we do a worker priority? Worker route. Oh, hang on. Have I researched entirely the wrong thing? Research worker routing. I might have researched the wrong thing. Hang on. Where's worker routing? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's locked behind power tools for $4,000. Ooh, okay. Right, this might be expensive then. Okay, this has been a costly thing. Do you know what though? Power tools, $4,000. It does increase their build speed by 100%. So that's probably not so bad. So yeah, okay. If we need, oh my goodness me. So it's going to cost $5,500. Ouch, to get that and that done. Yeah, okay, fine. Well, let's get that researched. And we needed to complete the grant thing. So yeah, okay. Ah, that's quite interesting. So end of day 2 of year 3, the students are all going home. And I notice that they are going through this gate here. We don't want them to go through that gate. That gate is a staff-only gate. I'm very sorry, kids. You're going to have to turn back. So yeah, it's a staff-only gate. You're going to have to go this way and go out through the main door for now. At some point soon-ish, maybe, there will be a door just here which you can go in and then start coming in this way. But right now, that is a staff-only gate. In fact, did I make that a staff-only door for the loot? I did not. It is now. It's a big red staff-only door. So there we go. Oh yeah, we're going to put a door on here as well, weren't we? Doors, so the staff can get to their cafeteria from the outside. End of the day rolls round. So yeah, we'll put a door to the staff cafeteria just there as well. We'll also need some flooring when the builders eventually decide to arrive at work. There we go. Right, okay, so build that as a bit of flooring and set that door as staff only. So now the staff can come in from here as well. Rather than having to walk through the cafeteria to get to their own one, they can just come in from the outside, which is absolutely lovely. Okay, right, we got that research done. Now let's do the next bit of research. So worker routing, another $1,500. What do we get paid for completion of this? Just $1,000. Yeah, that probably wasn't the most sensible thing to do, was it, at that point? That's not really worked out great. Also, we do need to save some money because we want to get this sorted. These need to be fully working classrooms by the time we get to year 4. They need to be full of the proper, the seats and the chairs. They need to have floor in the corridors. Might put some lockers possibly in these. I don't think they have any in-game sort of benefit. They never used to have any in-game sort of bonus. I don't know if now they do, but they could put some lockers in because these corridors are a little bit wide and that's 3 wide. But we need to save some money to make sure that these are ready for year 4 because otherwise we'll have to do a sort of a whole year again, year 4 roll round with this amount of students. And I think we can do better. We can get more students in and get ourselves some more lovely money per day. Okay, right, so we've got that in. Now we need to go to logistics and we can do a worker route. Hang on then, right. This is going to be a ridiculous route that covers every room and everything because that's just what they're going to do. Their job is to fix the broken things. So, right, hang on. Let's just plan a route. Maybe it could start over here and we'll just plan a very, very long, complicated route that covers all of the objects that might fall apart. There we go. A route that has 49 stops on it. That is very, very silly. So there we go. That is the big route that's just going to go around and look at all the things. And then just because we want to complete the grant up here, let's just create ourselves a second route and we'll delete this immediately. So there to there and complete the route there. Hooray! We've completed that thing. And then immediately just delete that because we don't need that. So now we've got ourselves one worker who is assigned to go around and repair all the stuff in the main building. We'll have to keep an eye on stuff over here if that's fine. And then the 3 regular ones who are going to run around and do all of the building stuff that we want them to do. And of course, they are going to do it a little bit quicker because they've got some power tools. I don't know what they were using before. You're supposed to come to work prepared. How come you were... What did you build all this stuff with before? How did you manage to build all these things without any power tools? I'm now intrigued. I must know. And then, have we got anything else in here that's any different? No. Arts and crafts is now in, because I guess we did the AV room. So that does require a bit of research there, which is probably relatively expensive. And we are going to have to get art rooms and things in. I think maybe we save the money from that. I think we save the money and just run time on nice and fast. Yeah, what have we got? $5,000. We get $3,000 a day. Yeah, what do we want to do now? Do you know what we do need to do? I think we do need to put some more loos over here and some sinks in the staff toilet. Maybe just one each. Just one more. So 4. Let's treat the teachers and the staff to a lovely new toilet cubicle and sink combo, because we're nice like that. So let's go down to toilet, and we shall go, yeah, there you go. Have one of those and a sink. Oh, hang on. The monitor has noticed someone suspicious. Where is the suspicious person hanging around a school? There. Hang around on the fields. Kick you out. Cheerio, whatever your name was. Marcus, what is it? Marcus Hughes. Well, there you go, Mr. Hughes. Away with Hughes. Out you go. Going through the staff-only door somehow. And the motor's away. He's proper sprinting out of there. Sam Byrne has said food fight. Okay, right. This is a thing they added. This is a thing they added in one of the sort of content updates. Sam Byrne is going to kick off a food fight. Let's see how well this goes, shall we? So he's throwing food. Oh, the food literally just flies across the room. Oh, he managed to throw it through a wall. Good job, Sam Byrne. Was that it? Was that the extent of the food fight? Not really a fight, was it? A food spat? A food slight disagreement? I mean, it's already been tidied up. The janitor is already on it. Donnell Tyre is already untidying that bit up. There's a bit up here which needs to be tidied up. Someone else suspicious? How do these people get in the school? Sure, that is a massive security breach with just random kind of weird suspicious people hanging around the school. Okay. I mean, are they in the school? That's even more worrying if they're actually inside. If they're outside, yeah, look, again, hanging around the loos. It's a little bit weird. Elton, crikey, Chesniak, possibly. Right, kick you out as well. So you've got caught. Yeah, don't come in and use our toilets. Go away. Go and find some other toilets to go and use. Right, so hopefully they have cleared off. There's a bullying incident. Who's being bullied? Oh, you've been caught. You have been caught. Sam Byrne. Oh! Sam Byrne, who started the food fight, is now also been done for bullying. Or was that part of the bullying? I don't know. Here you go. Look, drop him off in the corner. He goes and sits and gets a telling off from a completely different sort of teacher face there, but never mind. And are you done? Is that it? Doing paperwork and then you're going back to class? Okay, right. Well, there you go. Hopefully you'll learn your lesson. Oh, random event. The bad alumni has turned their life around and wants to repay you the bail money. What? Okay, this is odd. So there's somebody who was at our school once, possibly, who was bad. They turned their life around and want to repay you the bail money. Did we pay their bail money? Is this a thing that I don't recall, or is this a random event that doesn't really sort of tie into anything? We can either get 500 monies, that's neither here nor there, or we can get ourselves 100 prestige. I would rather go for that. The 500 money, we earn $3,000 a day. That's going to be a drop in the ocean by the end of the year. So yeah, we'll take this because that's harder to get. So you have enough money, you ask a student to donate it to a charity. 100% chance. Don't really know why it's resolving because it's guaranteed. Word spreads about your generosity of spirit. There we go. Thank you. And you're welcome, charity. Absolutely. Put it to good use. I think we might want to look at getting something worked on over here because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to start doing research on things. We're going to spend all the money. We're going to build extra things over here. Going to put some trees out here and make it look all pretty. And then it's going to come to the next year and I'm going to go, oh yeah, we've got no money left to sort this out. So if we just do this in little bits, if we just do it in tiny little baby steps, maybe just get the flooring done for, say, the corridor area just here and maybe one of the rooms. Just spend a bit of money on getting that sorted. Maybe then we'll be ready for the next year. We can actually spend the money that we get at the end of the year on making sure that this is all actually ready with all the seats and the teacher desk and all that kind of stuff in. So let's have a little look at what we want to do. So floors. What do we want for here? What flooring do we want? Now, we don't have to have it the same. It's lovely. We're not going to have it all the same. So they've got diamond over there. How about over here? Why don't we have... What about wood? Let's have a nice wooden flooring. Let's have, wooden floor like that. And that can come all the way through here. It's relatively expensive. 1,740 is quite costly. But okay, there we go. So we've got ourselves some wooden flooring for the corridor area. Now, do we have wooden flooring for the classrooms as well? Do we have carpets for the classrooms? Or do we have different wooden flooring for the classrooms? Maybe we'll just have wooden floor up there and we'll just have different wood. That'll do. We'll just have some different wood. So there we go. So right, that's it. That's all we can do right now. We can have that sorted. Of course, that's going to be a toilet. So we need to make sure that that has the sort of tile flooring, whatever it is. Can we get that in as well? Or is that going to be too expensive? That's very costly. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to do that now. But there we go. At least something is happening. Progress is being made, albeit tiny progress, but at least something is happening. There's our 3 builder folks, absolutely on it as well, because they've got their power tools now, so they can do this job a little bit quicker, which is very lovely. So there we go. Right, so that's, something done toward getting this whole area ready for year 4, and we can accept some more students. I think they're nearly finished. Last bit of flooring going in. Yes. Do you know what? I like that. That looks okay. I think that looks all right. Now, what we are going to do now is, and a lot of people have suggested this in the comments, let's pause time for a second, is that currently our builders are not doing anything anymore. And I've not really got anything for them to do right now. We haven't got heaps of cash for them to go on a great big building project. But loads of people in the comments have said, well, while they're not doing anything, rather than just sitting down doing utterly nothing and just sitting in the staff lounge drinking the coffee, we could get them to remove a load of these bushes because they do generate money. You get $5 for a bush removed. So why don't we just get them to do that? So if we say build and demolish and just go, all right, well, how about you get rid of all the trees, all the bushes, there, and that one, and also the ones just here. And we'll get rid of the ones over here as well. We'll get rid of those and those ones there. So just do something. At least that gives them something to do. And that will generate a bit of money. I mean, not loads. Not loads. I mean, how many are there going to be? Is that going to generate, I don't know, 500 monies or something? But that's better than nothing. It's better than no monies at all. So yeah, we'll absolutely take that. So there we go. That gives them something to do. Oh, the clouds. Look at the lovely clouds. Right, now I'm just going to sit and watch the clouds. And I think they're done. I think the builders have removed all of the shrubberies that we asked them to remove. They've gone and taken them all out. And it's what? Not even 2 o'clock. So well done, builders. That was very prompt of you. That was very fast. And it got us, around about $500, which is better than nothing. It's $500 that we didn't have before. We have a rude student. Who is the rude student? Sam Byrne. Sam Byrne, you are beginning to become a bit of a nuisance around the school. What have we got? He's a bully. He's humble. He has LGBTQ parents. Okay, but... he really needs the toilet. I was going to say, what are his issues? But yes, he can't hold it. He really needs the toilet. Go to the toilet then. Surely you can put your hand up and ask if you can go to the loo while you're in a class. It's not that sort of draconian that you can't go to the toilet. Surely they must let you out to use the facilities if you really need it. Because he can't hold it. He is going to have a little bit of an embarrassing accident if he doesn't go very soon. But okay, so he's becoming a bit of a problem. What is our delinquency like? That's it. He is our one troublesome student across the entire school. It's him. Sam Byrne is the one problem maker. Oh, okay. That's good, I suppose. I suppose it's good that there's only one and not loads of them. I'm very surprised. I'm very, very surprised. I thought we'd have at least a few. Right, now hang on. What is he? So he's being rude. He's being rude. So if we go to here and look at delinquency, is that rowdy? Is rowdy rude? I think rowdy might be rude. Can we send him to... oh, no, he's not. It's not that. He's a bully, of course, yes. Can we send him into counselling? Because currently our guy, our very, very expensive counsellor, Hector R, is doing nothing. He's just sat about. We're paying him vast sums of money to just sit about, and I don't know what he's doing. What's he pretending to do? Paperwork. Yeah, well, a likely story, Hector. We're paying him loads of money to do nothing. So we might as well at least send Sam into there to see if we can get, straightened out and sorted out and make him not a delinquent anymore. So, yeah, is he going to go now? No, he's getting told off by the principal first. So another telling off, back into class you go. And then, does he do that at the end of the day? When do you go to the counsellor? When does this sort of thing happen? A student has been set straight by counselling. What? What? Really? Did he even go to counselling? Was he even there? I am fairly confident that he did not even go into Hector's room to have any counselling done. How did that happen? Oh well, okay. Well done, Sam. Good job. Right, so you've been straightened out and you're now a well-behaved student from not attending any counselling. I mean, did Hector go and... He's answering a phone call. Did Hector go and talk to him somewhere else that I completely miss? I was kind of waiting for him to waiting for the student to come into here, and then we'd see what happened. But no, they must have had a out of office sort of counselling session, and he's sort of going, yeah, it's fine. I won't be naughty anymore. Sorry. So that means we have no delinquent students of any kind, which is wonderful. That is very good. Oh, well, okay. Well done, Hector. Good job on whatever magic you just did just there. I know it's not very exciting, but let's get these other rooms sorted as well, shall we? I know we're not completing any goals or doing anything particularly thrilling. We're just putting down some flooring, but I think it needs doing, and I think it'll help us in the long run. So there we go. Now, all of those rooms will, by the time obviously the builder guys get there and put the flooring down, have some flooring, which is very good indeed, because yes, we have had problems where we lacked flooring and it's not been particularly professional. Builders, where are you going? Oh, you're going home. Oh, do you know what? I'll let you go home. It's fine. Right, yeah, come into work tomorrow and finish this off though. Absolutely important priority job number one. Do you know what? Whilst they work on this, while our builder folks put all that flooring down, why don't we look at what else is going to go on over here? Because I think we need a bit of a plan for what this is going to be. Where's our other builder? Oh, there. Okay, I think they've got their morning coffee. It's all fine. They're now back raring to go. So yeah, we've got ourselves the AV room just here. I don't think we do put a door just here leading to the AV room from the library as well. I think that door is absolutely fine. That door's all good. They can come in here from the outside and there's a door and it's all fine. But then we need to figure out what we want to do with the rest of this section here. So what I'm thinking is, if we're going to have, let's go to the lovely blueprinting tool. How about we have that triangle thing as some sort of path? So we can have a path, say, going up there, and another path going up like that. And then we could have double path like that, something like that. And then in the middle, we could put some lovely plants or something like that. Something to make it look pretty, nice trees or what have you, to make this look all nice and outsidey. And then we could put a number of other rooms along here. So we could have another AV room there with a door on that side and some various other bits and bobs here. Then what do we do with this space? That's going to be a bathroom. We know that. That's going to be a toilet. And then what we're going to put along here, I think we need a common area up here. I mean, is that going to be big enough for a common area? I'm not entirely sure that's going to be that big. Unless we have a big common area that goes out like that stretches out across there, that's used by the students who use these classrooms. That could be their common area. Why don't we try that? Okay, right, wall outline. I love the blueprinting tool. Right, that to there, that up to there, and that across. Okay, so that could be a big common area. So you've got the loo, you've got a common area, you've got some classrooms, and then along here, you're just going to have a number of these other rooms here. So what's this? What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a bit across there. A rude student. Quickly. Quickly, Hector, work your magic and make him better again by not even talking to him. Come on, you can do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a line across there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Those rooms are all exactly the same size. See, I think we do that. I know that I'm planning so far ahead. This is like so far in the future. This whole bit has yet to be constructed, let alone all of these extra buildings here. I suppose we could do with putting the common room and the toilet in, however, because when the students are here, they're all going to pour into this common area, and that's going to be really overcrowded. And there's going to be grumpy students and not going to be able to sit down and have fun and do what else they do. So maybe that does need to go in. These rooms don't. Not bothered about those. They can go in due course. We could have an art room and a history room and a music room or whatever. But yeah, I think that room does need to go in. I think that needs to go in sooner rather than later, and the loo as well. And that's going to be expensive for the whole water thing, which then does make me think, do we save up and get ourselves, do we save up and get water rationing? It's very expensive, but 20% water cost down. And if we look at cash flow, if we go down to our expenses, so teachers, yeah, that's fine, we have to pay them. Staff, yeah, we pay quite a lot on those. Water, 1,281 on water. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money just on water costs. So yeah, a lot from toilet cubicles, water fountains, a kitchen sink, some coffee machines. How much water do they put into the coffee machines? Good grief. And the electric's not that much. It's almost $1,000 less per day for the electric than it is for the water. Wow, the water is really expensive. So it might be worth doing that. That brings it down. And then we could start looking at this, getting ourselves water pumps and motorised water pumps and things. We'd have to have an area in the school where we could do that. So we'd have a little sort of, I don't know, a bit over in this corner for, facilities. We generate our own power and electric and water and what have you over here. But yeah, again, that's a little way off and we can't afford it right now. We cannot afford it right now because, yes, that it's very expensive, but it would save us lots of money in the long run. Okay, maybe we work up to that. Right, first things first, though, because I want this done, just so it's finished. There we go. Lovely. Right, that's good. That's splendid. I'm happy that's all done. They can run in, do that. The flooring for this area is done. I feel a lot more comfortable now that's in. At least we know that we're not going to go, oh, right, hang on. I can get the chairs and the tables and chairs and the teacher desk and the chalkboards and whatever, but they're not going to have any flooring. At least that's not going to happen. So they now have rooms, they're going to have floors, it's all going to be fine. Oh, do you know what we could do with our blueprint tool, with our funny triangle path kind of thing? We could have that going up like that and going across like that. And then, yeah, we could have that going across here to say, look, there you go, that's what we're going to do with this. So that could be the path and just there. There we go. So we could have the path sort of outlines. They can walk from there down to here. I do like the double path. Okay, so day 6 has begun, so it's 8:10 in the morning and a random event has happened. And we've seen this one before. The parents of one of your students have accused a teacher of inappropriate behaviour. And we only have the two options because we don't have a lawyer, because I keep saying we don't need the lawyers, but yeah, that would help us quite a lot this time round, but never mind. So yeah, we could choose this. This is just a rumour, it'll all blow over soon. 80% chance that we lose 200 prestige. It takes us a lot of effort and time to get prestige. So to lose 200 in one go, an 80% chance of it as well, that's quite a lot. I don't like that. And a student leaves. This here, though, we spend £1,000. We've got 6,800, so that's fine. Suspend a teacher and create a tribunal to investigate the allegations. There is a 50% chance that we lose a teacher. So that's going to be unfortunate if we lose a teacher. So it costs us £1,000 to do this, or £1,000 to just get rid of the teacher, maybe. And then we're going to have to hire a new teacher, and they've got their own costs. They've got their own hiring costs, which I can't remember what it is right now. Can't remember what it costs to hire a teacher. I think we'll have enough money. We have to go for this. We can't lose 200 prestige. That's a ludicrous amount of prestige. So let's see what we do for this one then. So we spent £1,000. And one of the teachers has been having an inappropriate relationship with the student, and one of our teachers has been fired. Okay, brilliant. Good job, teacher. Well done. So who was it? It was the language teacher. No idea who that was. Not a clue. And this is interesting. So now we need to hire a new teacher, and we may end up with a teacher with one of these little trait thingamajiggers, because, yeah, the current ones we've got don't have any of those. They're just ordinary. They're just like this person here. Like Roland Justice is a completely ordinary teacher. But we might end up with someone with a trait. The signing bonus of the teachers. Hang on. What if we wanted to sign you, Ivan Wise, 3,600? What if we wanted to sign you as a 2-star one? Or for Quan, 5,600? We can only just afford to sign somebody. Oh, right, we're going to have to get the builders out to go and remove loads of shrubs and sell them onto the garden centre or something. Okay, we need someone who is good at teaching languages. Please tell me there is someone good at teaching languages, because if there's not, there's not. This is all very terrible. We can pay 200, but then that leaves us with 5,627 monies. their signing bonus is going to be 5,600. So if we do that, oh no, yours is 5,700. Oh dear. Okay, right. This is a bit of an issue. Okay, right. We need to stop time for a second. Okay, right. Builders, I've got a job for you. Go and take down some more vegetation, please. It's very important that you remove all of the vegetation in that area and do it very quickly, because currently we have classes which I imagine do not have a teacher. Hang on, how does that work then? There must be a class where we don't have a teacher. Surely. I don't understand. How does this work? How does this work? Who's teaching language? Quentin Hune. Hang on. Who's that then? Hang on. Quentin. Quentin is teaching that. Quentin is not teaching that. Oh, Quentin is the one that's just been fired. Ah, yes. Okay, so Quentin Hune is not teaching whatever lesson that he's claiming to be teaching on there. So, right. You need to do this really quickly. Can we get up to, say, 5,900, which would give us a little bit of leeway? There we go. Right, just a tiny bit more, just to make sure. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, now we can go and have a look. So I don't think any of these people are any good. They're not good at teaching language. Okay, we're going to press find more. It's going to cost us 200 of our monies, but then we really need to find someone who's good at teaching language when we do this. Otherwise, we're just going to have to hire whoever's the best. No matter how rubbish they are compared to our other teachers, we're going to have to hire them. This is going to be quite bad, isn't it? Okay, right, hang on. Right, press the button. Right, you're good at math. Where's the other Oh no, you're very demanding. And you also are very good at math. Right, you're lax. Small decrease in discipline during class. You are good at languages. We might have to go for you. Trinidad Way, we're going to have to go for you even if you're a bit lax. So a small decrease in discipline. So your lessons might be a little bit rowdier because you're just a little bit relaxed. 5,600 to hire you. Okay, fine, into the language department. Oh, that's a lot of money that we've just lost there. 5,600 money. That is a couple of days worth of money that's just gone, that's just vanished because of a random event, an unfortunate 50-50 random event that didn't go our way. Oh well, never mind. There we go. Right, we might have to wait a little bit for all that stuff to get done up there. Never mind. So I think we shall wrap things up for the moment. We've got an awful lot planned. We've got so much stuff planned and so few resources to actually make all this stuff happen. So yeah, I'd love to have just a great big windfall of money. While we're building, can we not dig up a treasure chest full of money or something? That would be great. So yeah, we've got obviously this bit over here, common area and some other rooms down here. Massive library is planned, which we've not done anything to. We've not done anything to this at all. Currently still, the library is one relatively teeny tiny room where everyone is crammed in. There's not that many books. And then we've got ourselves a couple of rooms down here. I mean, one of these is going to be a toilet. Maybe this room here does not need to be a common area. That was going to be the initial plan. But if that's going to be the common area up there for those students, that doesn't really need to be a common area at all because it's not really going to do much, I don't think. Unless we just have it as an extra common area for anybody to use. Anybody can just come in and use this if they want to. Maybe take the wall down here, just make it a little bit more open. Obviously, we want the wall across there for the library. We'll have some double doors there. Want to keep the noise down. But yeah, we could make this like an open sort of common area. So you come into the doors, it's a nice open space maybe. And then a loo just here because, you know, if you're in the common area, you can nip to the loo, go to the library, then go up here to your lessons or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, like we've got this planning stuff done. So we'll come back next time and we'll see if we can actually get any of this done at all. Of course, we've just taken a massive hit to our money. 5,600 or whatever it was, that's quite a lot of money that we've just had to effectively waste just replacing a teacher that should have known better. Let's be honest, they should have known better and they should not have been naughty. We were very fortunate that it doesn't actually decrease your prestige as well. Because, you know, that's a bit of a scandal, really, isn't it? So yeah, we're a little bit short on money now, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, we'll come back next time and see what we can do. I mean, maybe we'll try and do a couple of grants, possibly maybe take on some rowdy students next year or whatever. But yes, we shall see. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Academia School Simulator. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. These people are eating the tables. They're just devouring the tables. They're so hungry. There's no atmosphere at all. Were you sat in the car park? Are you sure you came to the right place? Mein Knien staan in brand. If you want to order meatballs made of snails, you need to be really certain about this.